Hello everybody, welcome to this session on the evaluation gap, which is code word for altmetrics. We'll be just starting in a minute or two, just give people enough time to kind of filter in. So in the meantime, please put your tray tables in the upright position and secure your seatbelt. We'll be departing in a couple of minutes. Yes, if you've done notes on the slides, they're going to appear.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, they may or may not be. Forget it. It's going to be
That's
too hard
fine.
to
No,
see 'em.
you're
Okay.
fine. You're first up, so it's
I mean, it's just a couple of them that I want to see because I don't want to forget.
yeah.
All right. Do you mind if I just put it on the spot?
No, do whatever you got to do.
All right. Thank you. See how long the power lasts.
Excellent. Afternoon. Welcome everybody to this session on the evaluation gap, which, as I said a couple of minutes ago, is really code for the altmetrics session. So the first question to ask in this talk is, what is the evaluation gap? What does it mean? In a quick show of hands, is anybody familiar with the term? Does everybody know what it means? Nobody knows what it means. Apart from the four panelists, because that's cheating. So the evaluation gap is an expression coined by Paul Wouters, who from Leiden University. Actually, he recently published in Nature, among several authors, something called the Leiden Manifesto, which is a treatise on the use of altmetrics, and it's part of a European Commission sponsored sorts of group that are kind of discussing altmetrics and kind of understanding how to best metricize and best evaluate research in the future. But the idea is, the evaluation gap, it is this fundamental gap between the criteria for which we apply to scientific quality control. By that we mean peer review, we mean traditional citations, we mean traditional bibliometrics, and on the other hand, all of the roles that research actually plays in society. So what does Professor Wouters mean by the roles that research plays in society? Well, if it's biomedical research, it could be new cures emerging. If it's socio-economic research, it could be reduction of poverty. It could be public engagement. It could be legislative impact. It could be patents for commercial impact. All sorts of things that research does in modern society that is not captured through traditional citations. In a sense, citations is only one aspect of what it is that academic research contributes to modern society. So, with that said, we're going to have four excellent speakers, and this thing doesn't work. There we go. Four excellent speakers who are going to give four different perspectives. We have two publishers and two librarians. We have Terry Tillene, who's going to join from Wiley, and she's going to tell us a little bit about why Wiley got involved in altmetrics and the sorts of things that they are doing with that data. Cassidy is going to bring a librarian perspective to the whole thing and talk about how they're making use of altmetrics. Then Colleen, yet another librarian, she's going to talk a little bit about, how did you put it to me? It was as how the output from the institution is tracked, essentially, yeah. So it's two slightly different aspects of kind of the publisher, the librarian role, if you like, in altmetrics. And then lastly, Jill Rogers from MIT is going to, MIT Press, I beg your pardon, is going to give us a yet another slightly different publisher perspective, and that's going to be around the ways in which a publisher can use altmetrics to kind of create new products, in a sense, and some of the real kind of rubber meets the road applications of this sort of thing. So I am now going to embark on a little bit of technical wizardry and try to load up Terry's presentation. If you want to come up to the podium, Terry. And I can't find